Hi, welcome to Inspired by Pinterest. I'm Lori Allred. I'm excited each week when I get to come and share great pin ideas from crafty people like you and other bloggers out there that have been floating around on Pinterest. Now, as you know, most of the pins are created elsewhere. Pinterest doesn't actually create anything. It's just a great place to save those ideas and reference them. Be sure to go back to the original blog and leave comments for the great bloggers that create these fun ideas. But today I'm excited. We're going to do another door decor segment, and this one, as you can tell, has something to do with frames. And it has a bit of a holiday twist as well. So I'm excited to share. Let's start by going to my pin board called Door Decor. And we're going to go ahead and look at this darling frame that was created by tammycurbalert.blogspot.com. Now, as I mention each week, you can go to my blog, allreddesign.net, and find pins directly to any pin I reference on the show. So don't worry if you don't catch them. But this beautiful this beautiful framed wreath that she has hanging on her front door was created with an oval frame, and I just absolutely loved it for the holidays. Another one that really stood out to me is from a local gal called bluecricketdesign.net, and it's this beautiful frame where she added some, you're going to be shocked, those beautiful snowflakes in the center of the frame are created from a sheet of just fun foam that has already been pre-cut to look like that. I thought that was stunning and a really fun idea. Another one, don't always assume that the frame has to be the focal point. Sometimes it can still be the beautiful wreaths that you pick up through the holidays, but instead add a frame to the wreath. So I love this one on littleluna.com. She did this for Valentine's, I believe, and I thought it was cute. It was a great way to share a message on the wreath, and she hung that there in her home as well. But what really got me started on this were I wanted to figure out a way to do a wreath that incorporated photographs of my family. So I found this beautiful one. It's a family tree wreath from rooknumber17.com. And I just thought it was stunning. And she walks you through how she did that. She even has some downloadables that you can go and look at on her blog as well. But the one that really caught my eye was actually using small silver frames to create a wreath from Carrie Ann at Thistlewood Farm. And I actually saw this posted on Inferently Creative blog. And as you know, we love Becky Ferrant here at the channel, so I was excited to share this idea. So that's what inspired me to create the pins I have for today. So taking that pin that you saw with all the fun little frames scattered all over it to create the wreath, I thought, what could I do along that same line? So I hit my local dollar store and picked up these fun frames. The coolest part about these frames is they were two frames attached together. It was the smaller frame and then these larger frames. I just took my screwdriver, unscrewed the little clasp that held them together. They opened up like a book. These also did the same thing. They had some little screws on the side and would just open up like a book. Took them apart and I get two frames for $1. So that's 50 cents a frame. You could spray paint them, do whatever you want. So then I filled them with pictures of us throughout the year, glued them together with some E6000, and I'm actually I thought about hanging this on a door, but I was a little concerned about whether or not it would hold up to the door opening and shutting. So I'm going to hang this in our living room on the wall. And I just love the way that turned out. But then I also wanted to give it a try and create my own frames. Now, as you can recall, in season 1, I took some fun frames and made chalkboards and different photo props. So these are taken from that photo prop box. I had this really fun frame I spray painted green. I thought I could do something fun with. I had this awesome aqua one. They're already painted, ready to go. And I'm going to create my own wreath from that. So I've started here, created a fun bow that I'm going to put on the top. So let's just twist that in position. Now I love being able to use crafts that I started on another project. Let's turn this over. And reuse them to create a new fun holiday one. So this was, I have floral wire on, and I'll trim that excess off. Then I took some of my fun dollar store bulbs that I had for another project and just some ribbon. Now, as I've mentioned before, you're going to always want to glue this part of the ornament to the bottom base part because they are $1, they're great, but they fall apart if you don't do that. So these have already been pre-hot glued together. Just going to run my ribbon through that, tie it in a knot so it stays in place. Here's a little trick I figured out starting this one before. So I have these two ornaments already strung on here. probably should have done this before I added the bow, but we are flexible. So I string this right through the part where it hooks up onto your wall. So I'm going to just take my ribbon and run that through that so I don't have to figure out how to hold that ribbon in place. So now I held it up so I can see where I'm going to have the bulbs, how high I want that ribbon, or that ornament I should say. And I tie it in a knot again on the back side to keep it in position. So I have that fun hanging, and then I'm going to add another bulb. Let's add a fun red one. Now the other great thing about using dollar store bulbs is they're typically plastic, so they'll hold up pretty well if you want to put this on your front door. Again, I want to see where that bulb's going to hang. How about right about there? Add as many as you want to your cute frame. I just think what a fun, different way to display, to put on your door, add a fun holiday message. So once I've tied that in a knot, I'm going to trim off that extra. So we've got this really cute frame. I'm probably going to glue this in place to hide that wire. And then I found this really fun glittery warm wishes, and I glue that right in place, and you've got this darling framed piece. And just take your ribbon and kind of run it along the sides. And be sure to visit my blog at allreddesign.net, and I'll show this finished and hanging on a door so you get a better idea of what the finished product looks like. So appreciate you stopping by. I hope that you were inspired today, and join me next week for more great ideas.